You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
Geostorm is the story of a worldwide weather disaster threatening humanity. Or is it? Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Derek.
Mark.
Oh, wow. And Gerard Butler month, or Gerald Butler month, rolls on. As we take a look at Geostorm. Never saw this before. You tried to warn me, and I didn't listen. Which
Yes, like a weatherman saying that there's a tornado coming. I tried.
Well, we don't buy it because here in my city, hey, we don't get tornadoes here. Just not a thing. Welcome to the show, Jim Sturgis, Abby Cornish, Andy Garcia, Ed Harris, and Zazie Beetz.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere. All right. Welcome back, of course, Gerard Butler. Talking out of the side of his mouth and his beard growing and shrinking and turning color all the way throughout the movie due to the reshoots of this movie. So, wow. Yeah. Wow. Geostorm. Okay.
Yep. Storm of Geos.
Apparently, yeah. So this happened. This movie takes place in 2 years from now.
Well, it starts off last year.
And then the majority of it takes place in 2022. So, so I guess this whole pandemic thing isn't the worst thing we're going to see in our lifetime.
Actually, I think it's even longer out because in 2019 is when they started to build Dutch Boy. So you got to figure it was a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then we get Jerry's first scene, and then another 3-year jump. So
yeah,
it's probably more like 2027 or something like that.
I thought they said it was 2022, but I don't know. I didn't pay that close of attention. I was too busy writing all the things that didn't make sense, so I have a lot of notes. So do you want to give us the setup from the beginning of the movie here, Mark?
The setup is a little girl reading adult dialogue.
Oh my god.
Talking about how the weather has gone squirrely, and so the government thought, let's just invent weather control.
Yes.
And or somebody thought, let's invent weather control, and they did, and put it into play, and it works.
And he self-paid for it, put it into space, and then all the countries in the world decided, we'll join up with this.
No, I don't know about that.
That's what I got. That's what I got of it.
Really?
Yeah,
no.
No,
he's not like some billionaire tech industrialist. Like, this is Elon Musk's weather station.
That's what I kind of got out of it.
No. He had an idea, and then the government, America and China led the charge.
Well, of course they did.
Yeah. Well, those are the two biggest movie markets, so of course they did.
Yeah, so all of these countries came together to use this, but apparently America has sole control over it. Yeah. Like that would happen.
Yeah.
BS, my friend. Not a chance in hell. No way. Especially with China and Russia. Well, maybe Russia, but not China.
Yeah.
Or China.
And why isn't this opening done in a book report or some sort of, like, why isn't she doing like a class project, and then she gets to say, and that person was my dad?
It's bring your dad to work day, and he appears via holographic Skype, whatever.
Yeah, Skype. Yeah, I invented the space station. I'm sitting on that's my American daughter, Lassie.
Yeah, it's bring your dad to work day. She gives the presentation, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, then why isn't your dad here to talk us through? It's like, well, he had to talk to the government, and then you see the scene of the government where they...
Yeah, exactly.
What was their problem?
Got a big meeting.
What was the government's problem? They want...
I don't know what this opening meeting's for, other than to get Jerry all fired up there, and I don't get it. Like, they're about to turn control over to a UN council, which A, should have happened from jump, and B, I don't think he's against the idea, but he goes off on like he's just got a problem with that one dude, and that one dude has a problem with him.
Yeah.
Richard Schiff's character, whatever the fuck's name is.
Yeah.
He's just...
And so
you're a renegade and a rogue and a...
He's like, okay, yeah, so you're fired. But then literally 2 minutes later, movie time, they hire him back.
They're begging him to come back.
Yeah.
Jim Sturgis has the job of playing his brother, you know. I'm also Scottish, but we were raised in America partially, so I dumped the accent, you know. I guess they actually go out of their way to, well, we were raised in the UK, he said. Jerry says, yeah. But he has all this righteous indignation about how he's not playing by the rules, and, you know, basically like, I'm going to call my brother a bad boy because it's going to make him look cool. He's not just a nerd scientist. He's a rogue scientist. So
yeah. But he was the one who came up with this whole idea, and he's the only one that knows how to fix it. You didn't write down the schematics. You didn't set up a fucking troubleshooting guide. You didn't pass on the knowledge to anybody else. No, you're the only one that can fix bullshit.
Yeah, at the very least, he should be on Earth running the call center that does all the tech support. For hi, I'm trying to open a door here and it won't open. Okay, now, is the door turned on? Yes? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now.
Turn it off, turn it back on again.
Turn it off, turn it back on. Yeah, okay. I know you've already tried it, but we're going to do it again, just in case. Okay.
Okay, so...
But he's got all this righteous indignation against his brother, and then 3 months later, when they're begging him to come back, it's the same scene again.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't give a shit, and you don't care. Well, of course, you told him not to care. You fired his ass. He's been cooling his heels in Florida for 3 years, thinking about how his own brother had to be the one to show him the door on his life's work, and now you're mad that he doesn't care. Why? This is just that's insane.
According to Gerard Butler, you cost him his marriage.
Yeah, his marriage. His daughter doesn't. He only gets to see him like a couple times a month, and this is all. This is all like okay. It might not be his. It might not have been his decision, but he has to execute it. Which, by the way, that's kind of cruel on the government's behalf, eh? Who should we get to fire this guy? You know, like
yeah.
Yeah, imagine your bosses call your dad up to bring you, and he has to tell you that.
Yeah, by the way,
your dad's telling you that you're fired. Yeah, come on, son, let's go home. You've been fired. You're fired. You know, wait, what? You know, and then
that's a good thing is my dad couldn't hold me back from busting through that door.
Yeah, yeah, really. But when he comes to beg, he should be hat in hand, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Like this should be the start of them renewing their relationship or whatever, because I was wrong, you're the only guy that's for the job, blah blah blah. He's like, you're a fucking dick, now go fix that space station. Like, wait, what? Like, why are you mad at him?
The entire first part of the movie is completely stupid because it's just okay, you to show that he's a hothead. Okay, could have done that with exposition. Oh yeah, he built it, but he punched a guy out while he was building it, so he had to be fired. You could have his daughter say it in the opening monologue.
And that whole meeting, that's all it was to bring out the grievances.
Yeah.
They actually said, well, you've done this and you've done that. It's like, you called him down from space for that?
Yeah.
I'm glad we're so laissez-faire about our rocket fuel.
Yeah.
We just...
Did you... Okay, we'll get to that. The fucking...
Yeah.
The fucking field of space shuttles. Yeah, okay. But let's... Like, we're not even starting on the fucking plot of this movie yet, and I still have questions. So this thing is supposed to control the weather. So I guess climate change happened, and it naturally caused a geostorm. Is that what happened?
No.
Or it caused extreme weather all over the planet?
Yeah, the weather kept getting more extreme, and so Dutch Boy was built. And they don't go into the exact science, but there is the satellites all like there's different satellites that do different things.
Yes,
and that affect the weather. If it's a hailstorm, they've got a satellite for that. If it's like apps on your phone, basically.
Yeah.
If it's a thunder, if it's a flood, well, they've got I don't know.
What I kind of got out of it is there's a huge net around the world.
Yeah.
And So there's the main space station, that's the Dutch boy, and it will basically go to whatever area needs correcting, correct it, and then move on to the next area that needs correcting and correct it.
Well, the way I got it is that it's the International Space Station is the home base.
Right.
So they just built on what's already there. The network of satellites are run by the pill-looking ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of where they can swap out if they need to change. I guess change the loadout for
change the weather.
One of them's
or
a laser.
Yeah.
One of them's a laser beam. Some of them drop these these bomb type things. Whatever it is that they're doing, right? And for maintenance, right? They can call them back in and whatever. So the net is executing the commands given by the space station. The space station just stays in its whatever orbit. It doesn't go anywhere.
So what if like some small town in Kansas has had like a dry spell for a week and could really use some rain?
I think they could just send a command, clickety click, and then the satellite that's over
Well,
Kansas.
like, do they have to call like their local mayor? Then the mayor has to call the governor, and the governor has to call the president. And the president has to call the UN and say, "Yeah, could you just pour a little bit of water over buttfuck Idaho, please?" Click.
Well, I think it would stop at the president. Because I haven't turned control over to the UN yet,
true.
Right? So when this movie opens, it's Merca. So I mean, if there's a drought in Japan, well, I guess there's a little more red tape to go through.
Yeah.
But
Well, I guess you have to kiss Trump's ass. So to get it, no, we're not going to give him any water. No rain for Tokyo. Do they kiss my ass? No.
Oh, he'd have that thing building an ice wall.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like there's a certain spot that would just have a constant. Don't just keep up the wall. They're climbing it. Keep it up.
All right. So something fucks up on this,
and a bunch of people in Afghanistan die
on this extremely important weather fucking station.
Yeah.
Something fucks up. Nobody knows how to fix it. Nobody on that space station knows how to fix it. Not a single person.
What if in the 3 years, what if Gerard Butler had gotten
killed,
sick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like crippled, or you know what I mean? Like like you said, killed. Like what if he had just gotten a car accident?
Well, he was a drunk, so what if he went drunk driving and got into a car accident and died?
Yeah.
Okay. It's all right, but anyway, he's the only one that can fix it, so okay, let's set him up and anything.
Yeah. That's highly irresponsible to have.
And so they cut to Afghanistan, like you said, where in this village of 300 people get frozen solid instantly. This is fucking Mount Pompeii fucking levels instantly.
It's reverse Pompeii.
And so the UN sends in a ground crew, and the one guy goes up and he touches the one guy's hand and it falls off.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking knocks off somebody's hand. If they defrost that guy, he no longer has a hand.
If he's still alive somehow.
And the movie plays it off as a joke.
Yeah.
It's like, wah, wah. Next scene.
Like, well, I guess he's already dead, or he better hope he is.
Better hope he's dead.
Well, my thing is, how is it still so cold right there? Like the soldiers are walking through, they're in their regular army. They didn't put coats on or anything.
No.
Like that. And it's the middle of the desert, so how is that shit not already starting to melt?
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's a good question.
That was my thing. Like, I get, okay, this magic weather station could create that event that lowers the temperature in that area somehow.
Yes.
To, well below freezing. But then, once they turn that off, now the sun takes over.
Yeah. And it should
so
be melting.
Should be just, there should be a bunch of dead sloshy bodies, with the whole... Just, you know what I mean? Thawed chicken.
There should be just, melted bodies around, or frozen melted, like freezer burned bodies in mud.
Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah. Because it's sand and water.
Right, yeah. All that snow, yeah, exactly, melts, and there you go. Yeah, but yeah, they should be walking to a bunch of mud puddles.
Yeah.
But they just go,
okay.
Well, they froze them, so they've got to stay frozen now forever. Wait, what? Like, that's not...
Yeah.
for a story about how weather works, I don't know if they.
I don't think they understand how weather works. No.
Yeah, unless it just happened. Like it would have literally, like the beam would have to be turned off, like when they roll up in their.
Which is impossible because they're responding to that event.
No, actually, they weren't. I didn't notice this, but this was it was a UN expeditionary force. So they kind of come across it by accident.
Why would the UN would be like just walking through Afghanistan?
In the middle of the desert? I don't know, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it makes it sound like it was like they found it by accident, so they weren't even supposed to find him.
Okay. So the Americans are trying to cover this up because it's 2 weeks before they give it up. And they would want to hand it over problem-free. So that's why Gerard Butler gets called in too. By
the way, it's early enough in the podcast. If you haven't seen this movie yet, or if you think you might want to watch it again, do yourself a favor. Play the Dutch Boy drinking game.
Okay.
They say Dutch Boy, you take a drink.
That's another thing.
You get fucked up.
They call it the Dutch Boy in reference to the famous statue of a little Dutch boy plugging a hole in the dam with his finger.
Yeah.
Now, this thing was created because there was already a whole bunch of weather going on.
Yeah.
And so now this weather machine essentially just corrects the problem. That's not what that little Dutch boy was doing.
No.
He was not finding a permanent solution to that particular problem. But all right. Call it the Dutch boy, whatever.
Yeah. I can't think of another name for it. But.
Not Dutch boy. It seems pretty stupid to me, but whatever. The problem with calling it Dutch boy early on is now you have to call it Dutch boy forever throughout your movie.
I like it. The little girl at the beginning says they gave it a technical name. Apparently, she doesn't know it.
Yeah,
but we just call it Dutch boy.
Dutch boy.
So it's like settle in for the rest of this movie. You're going to be hearing the word Dutch boy a lot.
Yeah.
Grab your drinks, everybody. I was going to say it pissed me off when he came back and he was yelling. He wanted them to go up in space and fix everything, but he was so pissed off and was calling, like, you know what I mean? Like the brother was calling him out. Like I was like, if you had to ask Bill Clinton to be president again, like he was the only one that could be president, would you really go at him and yell at him like that?
You gave it up. You loved it. You loved it.
You loved it. You don't care anymore. It's like, yeah, you impeached me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not so inclined. And you're yelling. Why are you yelling?
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever heard you catch more flies with honey than you do with sugar? Or whatever?
I loved Dutch boy. Not a Dutch boy, but the machine. And I will not go and fix it until you stop yelling. You know? Roger Clinton. Oh, you suck.
I'll just go write a song about this.
Yeah.
Again.
So we get. So we go ahead and talk about our field of rockets.
Oh my god! Well, no. Well, first we get the Indian guy that goes in. He figures out he gets the hologram thing, and he realizes there's a problem, and he tries to hide it. The French guy notices that he put something in his locker. Won't say anything for about a week and a half, but
yeah, really, yeah, some crucial information. But he's going to sit on that.
Yeah, he's going to sit on a lot of things. And then so they say that he's walking through this thing. He's walking through this sort of hallway in the International Space Station. And the doors on either side close, and they blow out the windows. Now, first off, that creates a giant blockage in the fucking walkway, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, you can't really use that one until you get some guys outside to replace the windows.
Like I hope nobody on one side needs to be on the other side for any particular reason, because that's going to be a while now.
Yeah, I hope the can isn't on the other side of that.
And I'm like, okay, so the windows just happened to blow out, and after the blast doors just so happened to close because they're saying it was an accident.
Yeah, really.
Like, fucking really? Like, I've never been to space, but I'm pretty sure once that first window blows out, he gets sucked out immediately.
I believe so.
You don't.
Yeah.
Unless space is just going. Well, I'm going to let this be dramatic.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let them blow out all the windows and just wait to take him till he's nearest the closest window. No, that wouldn't happen. It happens later in the movie when they shoot the window from across the room and dude gets sucked out fucking alien style.
Yep.
It wouldn't happen that way. Stop that. Like, it's... Okay, moving on.
Yeah. It should have been all of the windows should have... And the why is it that they blow out in sequence?
Yeah.
Right? Isn't there like an execute command that would just blow them all out? First of all, why do you have that built in your station?
Thank you.
I don't know.
Yeah. Why would you want that in your space station?
Yeah. Just so anyway, I'm just gonna pull up the video logs from. Oh shit! I blew out the windows. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. My bad.
You shouldn't have made that executable file executable by just pressing the letter R. Yeah. Should have made that more of a 3-key stroke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe a name and a password.
Oh yeah, and it's totally an accident. Yeah, the blast doors came down on both sides, and then the windows blow out, killing one guy. Sure, yeah, that's nothing to be alarmed about. No red flags there whatsoever.
And no one thinks to check the security cameras.
Nobody checks the security cameras
until Jerry shows up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jake.
All right, and we'll get to that later because there's another fucking thing there. But anyway.
Yep. So they send up. So Jake Lawson pulls up to a field of space taxis.
Oh my God! There's fucking rows of them.
It is like when you get out of the airport and there's a row of taxis waiting to take you wherever.
Yeah, it's like pulling up to a Hertz rent-a-car and they just say, "Yeah, pick whatever car you want on the lot. Here's a key."
I think he did a walk around and it's like, "Wow, there's a little dent right there." And,
and he's the only one going.
It's not like he hitched a ride for like parts or something like with a bunch of supplies. Like I don't know, maybe send up some food.
Make the fucking millions of dollars worth of fuel that you're using. Yeah. And the 2 rockets that you're going to send up the space shuttle with that, float off into space. Obviously, okay, America's doing pretty good as far as their fucking money concern is going.
What did they find? A whole other planet with oil?
I fucking guess.
Oh, and by the way, maybe if you stop sending so many rockets for like one guy, that might help with your weather problem.
Yes.
You're like burning all that fuel to send one dude into space.
One dude with a pilot. I imagine there's a pilot or 2 in there, so you're sending 3 people.
There's a pilot and co-pilot,
and Gerard Butler.
And and then they have a good flight. Like, what? No in-flight movie? Like, I want them to gravity float him some peanuts, like a little bag of peanuts.
Like at least send
them.
Like, good
I mean,
Lord.
I'm going to go to Hawaii, but I'm going to charter the whole plane just for me.
Yeah.
Like a jumbo, like a 747.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take it just myself.
Yeah. And American Airlines is not going to have any problem with it whatsoever.
Yeah. And that's great for the environment.
Oh, my God. Fuck.
That was it's so easy to write around. It's like, well, we're doing a supply run. Okay. He's now with the car. Yeah. That might be a little bit of levity, too. Maybe he's in there with some cargo, like, for whatever, like a live chicken. I don't know. I mean, like him and that old gag. He's in with the livestock or whatever, right? So, something like that.
They send livestock into space.
I don't know. Well, if they send a chicken, it's not long for this world.
That's true. That's true.
Literally.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like it was. Why are you doing that? Like. Well, now you just want weather problems.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're just asking for
it. Now I'm starting to see why there were so many fucking storms going on in the world. And why you need the fucking Dutch boy. In the...
Earth is like, fucking stop it. Like, at least group up,
Yeah.
Relief crew. How about that? Oh, we're sending up some relief crew. Like there's a...
Yeah.
These guys are going up and... See, we could have had our team on the flight up. Like, what if all of those...
And that's another thing.
Right?
So, when he gets up there and he meets the team, he's not prepped on anybody who works there or anyone that's going to meet him there. Like, the commander of the space station.
Who you're getting in touch with.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, somebody will meet you there. Like, no. Commander such and such Commander Fassbender will meet you there.
Yeah.
And then you're going to meet so-and-so who is this, and then so-and-so who is this, and so-and-so who is the bad guy, and so-and-so who is this. And those are the guy that you're going to meet. And also, if this guy, Jake Lawson, invented Dutch Boy and spent all these years working on it, how come nobody knows who he is?
In 3 years, they forgot who he was.
Thank you. Like you would think this guy's picture would be on a wall somewhere, or at least on the inside cover of the textbook.
That's like not knowing who Bill Gates is by Microsoft Windows 98.
Yes, thank you.
And you'd have no idea. You know what I mean?
It's like Bill Gates walks back into Microsoft 3 years after retiring, and they go, "Huh, who's that guy?
Who's the new guy?
Got a shitty haircut.
Oh yeah, fucking old. Yeah, we're just gonna be ageist right off the top. Who's fucking old? Hey, who's a fucking old guy? Fuck old.
What a goofy looking sweater. Yeah. Good Lord. All right, fine. So nobody knows who he is, and he meets the team, and he meets the bad guy, and he doesn't know it. All right, fine. Even though the bad guy's giving him fucking shit. Which, if you're the bad guy, and this guy's coming up here to solve the problem that you put into it, because so they put a virus into the system, and that's why it's going haywire.
Yeah.
And so you know that you've put the virus into the system, and this guy is here because the virus is in the system, and he's here to fix it. Would you really start... Oh, great, an American here. Oh, great, thanks, American. Oh, you're going to help us? Yeah. American? Oh, I'm British, so I hate Americans. Like, fuck, you just lay low, asshole. Like, why would you draw attention to yourself like that?
This guy literally should be the opposite of the way he behaves. He should be like the quiet guy in the corner, just keyboarding away.
My name is such and so, and I work at the thing. If you need me, I'll be here.
I'm British, so and so. I do computers.
Yeah.
Next.
Next. Oh, fuck.
I know. Like right after that morning meeting, Butler could literally say to the commander, "Wow, that guy was like really antagonistic to me."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And the silent French guy, who seemed who he might be the villain.
Yeah. No, I knew he wasn't the villain. It was too obvious. I'm like, French, American, no, it's too obvious. I got to go back to the scene where they're in China.
Oh, yes, okay.
They go back and the second city. So basically what happens is the virus is going through a series of catastrophic events that will eventually set off a geostorm. So the idea behind the geostorm, I fucking love this, is... something happens here, something happens there, something happens here, something happens here, something happens here. And eventually enough of these weather disasters happen enough, then eventually they all start causing another one to happen on its own, thereby starting one giant storm that will basically kill 98% of all the people on the planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep that in mind. The storms are going to cause the geostorm. Keep that in mind for later. So the second one is China, Hong Kong, and it's a heat wave, essentially, which causes the gas mains under the street to explode in giant fireballs. And this one Chinese guy that's friends with Gerard Butler's brother, Max, works in a field that's related. We don't really know what.
Yeah. He's kind of part of the Hong Kong division of Dutch Boy. He's like, he works in the Dutch Boy offices, right. Dutch Boy Inc., whatever.
So he figures out the problem. And, I said, the required driving away just ahead of the disaster scene. But this time, combined with the have to have a scene taking place China so we can sell the movie in foreign market scene. That's good movie making.
Yep. They put it into one.
When you combine two necessity scenes into one, good job. I also have the kid that talks like an adult. This is before he goes up into space. His daughter is like, you're going up there, but I don't want you to die. Well, if you don't want him to die, then you don't want him to go. But you want him to go, so you want him to possibly die, but then you don't want him to die.
He might die.
Start talking like a kid. And he's been to space before. He's been to space and back before. Why do we have to watch his entire launch into space? Shouldn't this be like old hat to him?
I know, and he's wondering and marveling at being in zero G. It's like, dude, this is your life's work.
Yeah, you spent 3 years building this thing in space. Like, they didn't build this on the planet and then shove it up in the air. They Superman 4'd this. They made the giant net in space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, I'm like, all right. So then you cut back to the Chinese guy calls
Max.
Sorry, yeah, Max calls.
No. The Chinese guy calls Max.
Oh, the Chinese guy. Okay, Chinese guy calls Max.
It's Max and Jake. Right. So
Max and Jake. So the Chinese guy calls Max and says, "Hey, I think somebody's planning a geostorm. Did you see what happened on the news?" And he's watching it on the news. His girlfriend, who happens to be the head of the Secret Service, and they were having like a little sexy scene before this, and then the Chinese guy calls and he sees it on TV and he's like, "Oh shit, a geostorm might be happening." And then he turns around and he sees the girlfriend getting dressed and she's like, "Yeah, the President of the United States just called for an emergency meeting." And he turns and he actually says, "Ah, baby, can't you stay?" I'm like, you just learned about a geostorm that could possibly be happening, and she just told you that the president has called an emergency meeting. No, she can't stay.
Let me back that up just a few moments.
No, you can't. Go ahead.
They're having their sexy time. She's practically falling out of her top. Yes, I noticed.
Of course she was. She was blonde.
Right, and the phone rings. He answers it.
But she says you have to answer that.
He can't complain.
Yeah.
He could have said, "No, we're doing this."
Yeah.
They can leave a voicemail,
Yeah.
and then, but no, she, you know what I mean? Like, so he answered the phone first, is all I'm saying. So he can't complain about her attending to work first. He has already done it.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. So they go back up to the thing, and so Gerard Butler starts his whodunit kind of investigation, and he's talking to what looks like NASA control.
Yeah,
I guess on the International Space Station they have the big screen. I'm like, all right, this is fucking ridiculous, but whatever.
I know. Yeah, you have a space station and you have a whole room for a giant screen.
Yeah, I was like, all right,
why?
All right. But then
they couldn't talk to him on his little iPad thing.
And he's like, let's check the logs and see who did what. And he's like, oh, well, there was a corruption. He's like, oh, hey, let's check the logs and see who caused the corruption. And they're like, the logs were wiped clean by the corruption. And that doesn't set up any red flags.
Yeah.
At this point, they're still like, oh, well, it's still it's still an OS problem. Oh, okay. Like, no.
Is that before or after they call in the Hong Kong satellite and it goes whipping around the room, almost killing everybody?
Just before.
Right, just before. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, that's fine. It's just a glitch. That's stuff gets wiped all the time. Yeah. You get your call logs.
Oh yeah, the glitch covered its own tracks. Yeah, that's what happened.
I see. Yeah, you get your call logs set to off. You need to toggle that to on. It's in your settings. See a little cog? You just press on that and hit on for.
So then, fucking Max goes to fucking Zazie Beetz, and I guess he's locked out of Dutch boy, so he can't see what's going on as a part of the conspiracy.
Right, that's what his old buddy from college, Chinese guy, Chen Long is the character.
There you go. And so he goes to her because she's the best hacker that the United States government has.
Apparently, yeah.
And he's her boss. He says so. And he brings out the thing, and he's like... And she gets really snarky with him right at the beginning. He's like, I need your help with this. And brings out his little hologram thing. And she's like, oh, really? Grandpa needs help with his iPhone? And I'm like, bitch, I'm your boss. Shut up.
Yeah.
Like, you work for me in the fucking American government. Shut your hole until I ask you to speak.
You can't really do a lot of hacking from Gitmo. And I can probably make that happen. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you've never misfiled any of your taxes, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, why is she being like that? She's being like that for no reason. He's like, I need your help. She's like, oh, really? You need my help? You need my help, Grandpa? Really? I'm like, okay.
This idea that all the hackers are sassy.
Yeah.
Right, the British one's giving Gerard Butler lip up in space.
Yeah.
To his boss, essentially.
Yeah.
And then Zazie Beetz, the other hacker, is lipping off her boss.
She says something like, he says like somebody hacked in and it is plotted my, struck away my access to this major important thing, and I think it's probably due to a cover-up. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll help you, but I want in. Essentially just, I want more lines later.
Yeah, I want something to do in this movie.
Like, all right. And then when he comes...
By the way, there's only 13 years between the two.
Yeah.
Let's lay off on the grandpa stuff. Sorry. Yeah. I had to look that up because I was like... It's not like she's like a 13-year-old prodigy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they go back up to the space station, and then that's when the big thing comes in, and the thing goes haywire because... reasons.
Somebody's controlling. That's the thing. There's the hidden hand... So this entire movie making all this stuff go haywire. It's like, if it's the hacker, first of all, how is he seeing all of this? Second of all, you're on the same space station. You're whipping this thing around in.
Yeah, you're in the bay that it's in.
Yeah,
like it.
Wait, was he there?
He
no,
was
I don't
there.
think he was there.
No, he was there. It almost killed him. He ducked with the French guy. He ducked with the French guy.
The French guy or the Mexican guy?
One of the two.
Anyway. Yeah. So this was your big plan all along? Like, I know you're getting paid to do this, but suicide? Is that part of it?
Yeah.
You cash in that big bounty at the end of you've caught the guy, and then you just turn the gun on yourself? What's going on
and
here?
That's the whole thing. It's like, he explains later in the movie that the reason he's doing it is because, do you know how much a computer programmer makes? Multiply that by thousands. All right. You mean to tell me that someone that computer programs the computers on the International Space Station is getting fuck you money like fucking Nedry in Jurassic Park? You mean to tell me that you're getting underpaid for computer programming the computers on the International Space Station?
Yeah, like, I'm getting, what, $1 above minimum wage?
Yeah,
is that, like,
are you really getting that bad? Really? Whatever. Go.
Yeah.
No.
No one takes into account the fact that one little thing goes wrong and you're all spacicles.
Yes, thank you.
So maybe you're getting paid a bit more than the guy who's creating apps for Android.
Yeah. Really? Money? Really?
Money.
And all that money is worth killing 80% of the humans on the face of the planet?
Well, yeah. The economy's going to collapse, you idiot.
Oh, but also that he actually does. Like, I wrote it down. Where did I write it? Really? He literally says he wants to watch the world burn.
Oh my God! Somebody watched The Dark Knight. And he's British too. I'm
like, you're doing a really bad Michael Caine impression. Like, really?
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Like, you literally had your character just say that? Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. His motivations are brutally bad.
Oh my God.
The Ed Harris, I almost get.
Ed Harris, I get. He wants to be president.
He wants to be president. I'm going to reset the clock to 1945. This is the extreme Make America Great Again.
Pretty much, yeah. It's MAGA all over again.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right, so they go back up to space station, and then this is where the French guy comes out and says, by the way, I saw that one of the things that you need to figure out what's going on is actually stuck to the ship on the outside. We can just go get it if you want. He's like, you didn't say anything for the last week about this? You didn't go out and get that and bring it in? You didn't think that maybe that'd be fucking important?
And the thing that they're looking for, well, all of the doors in the space station have logs. This is a door to the outside of the space station. The log should really just say closed.
Yeah.
All the time.
But the thing is those logs should not be so close to the doors that when the doors blow out, they blow out to space with them.
No one's walking the dog.
Yes, thank you.
Or going outside for a stroll. Why are there doors in that hallway, first of all? And why do they have logs when they just say fucking closed?
They're just windows. They're just windows. They're just to look out the prettiness of space.
I get it. You put a log on the door to the supply closet so you know who took the last roll of TP.
Yeah.
But a door to the outside of space should stay closed. End of log.
Yeah, there should be no log.
I got the logs from the door to space here. It says it was closed and then it was open. Okay. Well, that explains why I'm floating in space and dead. Solve that mystery.
Well, let's see here. Let's see. They were closed. Oh, the date in question opened. Well, that's information I already knew. Next. I'm so glad we wasted 15 minutes on that.
Monday, closed. Tuesday, closed.
I'm so glad I went out into space and almost got myself killed because someone on this thing wants me. I'm suspecting that British guy over there wants me dead. So he sacrificed, or he tried to sabotage my entire thing, and so I almost died. It's a good thing we did that and wasted 20 minutes because I already knew that information, and here we go.
What? And is there really remotes on the jetpacks?
Yes.
For when they...
Well,
like the space station, like NASA could be like, hang on, I'm going to turn the left one on.
Yeah, well, see, later on in the movie, we have CNN giving us a video feed of the International Space Station, like it has a camera just floating in space and recording it.
Oh, I know. Oh, my God, yes.
So maybe they do have remote controls in fucking NASA. I don't know.
They have a camera strictly for glory shots of the space station.
Like, why? How? Is there like a long cable going up through our atmosphere where the CNN camera's just floating there? Like,
there's a guy in a spacesuit. Every 8 hours, a new guy comes,
just holding it there. You know?
Yeah.
Morning, Sam. Morning, Ralph. You know.
Yeah.
Punch out. Like, fuck. All right, back down to Earth, and now the Chinese guy dies because he gets pushed in front of a car. So the Chinese guy has come from Hong Kong into San Francisco. DC. And the Secret Service guy that pushes him into oncoming traffic to kill him has...
Sorry, hang on. Sorry. Something I just thought of. He doesn't want to talk over the phone because there's a conspiracy.
Yes.
The world-saving satellites have been retasked to start harming people.
Yes.
I'm going to wait about 18 hours to really tell you what's going on. Because that's about how long... I think that's about how long it is. I've never made the flight before, but I'm guessing Hong Kong to DC isn't exactly a puddle jumper.
12 hours at least, I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's like almost literally halfway around the world.
Yeah.
So, and nothing happens to him there on the plane.
Nothing happens to him on the plane. Nothing happened to him in, I assume, Los Angeles, where he lands and changes planes so he can fly to D.C.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Chicago if he does a layover.
Wherever, yeah.
Nothing happens to him in the airport in D.C. Nothing happens to him in the cab that he takes to someplace down the street where he then gets out of the cab and walks to the cafe.
This cabbie doesn't pull up in front of the cafe.
Or maybe he walked from the airport with no luggage to the cafe. I don't know. Because he's just walking. And the Secret Service guy has been tracking him all this way and waits until his friend and his Secret Service girlfriend, who would know what that guy looks like and know who that is,
yeah,
is standing right across the street until he obviously pushes him into traffic.
Yeah. This is
What?
She should know Ed Harris's goon.
Yes, thank you. And she never calls him out by name. She never says, "Oh, it was Bill," or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So then,
yeah.
But then, okay, so the Secret Service guy that pushes the Chinese guy into traffic then kills him, gets into a car. She sees him getting into a car. She walks out, and then as if she wants to be the T-1000, she starts chasing the fucking car down the road.
And for a moment, it's working.
And for a moment, she's catching up to it, and then a car drives out in front of her, and that stops her. And that's when she pulls out her gun and doesn't fire.
Yeah.
You had a clear shot of him when he was getting into the car.
Yeah, there was no one in between her and the car.
You could have shot him before he got in the car.
You could have went for the tires.
She didn't get a license plate number. She never looked into it. She never ever looked into it. She called for an ambulance, and that's all she did. She did not help in that police investigation at all.
She had her phone out. She could have taken a picture.
Yeah. And she says, "Oh yeah, by the way, it's me. She says, it's Sarah. I need an ambulance. You don't need to tell me your name. You have connections."
Well, yeah, she's like Agent Wilson or whatever. It's like,
look.
First of all, the 911 operator doesn't know which agency you're with, and second of all, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And you're the Secret Service. You know the real number. You know 912.
912.
You're part of the Stonecutters, for fuck's sakes. You know the real number.
Do.
Thank
we
you.
Do.
Oh my God, we're not even halfway through this fucking movie yet.
So Max goes to the holograph room. I don't know if it's the same.
Yes.
I don't know if it's the same one that Darth Vader and the Emperor use, but it looked.
They're going to force Skype.
Yeah, and first of all, he's friggin' whipping his political dick around. You know, oh, this is how you get shit done and whatever. And he's still mad. And his brother's done everything he's asked.
To do, yeah.
You told me to fuck off. I fucked off for 3 years. Then you asked me to come back. I came back. And now I'm trying to solve this case. And you're saying, well, you got to sign off on this and that. And you need my approval. Fuck you if I have to ask hey, can I go to the bathroom now? Is it my break time? Like, he's trying to solve the case. And can you imagine every detective show that you've ever seen where they have to call the captain every time? Hey, the perp is getting away. Can I chase him?
Yeah.
He's in the... Yeah, I can hit the pedal and go now? Is that cool? All right, thanks.
We're in a Mexican standoff. At what point do I fire my gun?
Yeah. Yeah. He has a hostage.
And what about the life of that little girl? No.
Yeah. Can I go for the good wound? You know.
All right. So is this where he gives the secret code?
Oh, the unspoken code.
The not so secret
which is very wordy. He says the unspoken code between brothers, and then he goes on a diatribe. It's like, no, that's very spoken. That's a very spoken code.
I'm sorry. The unspoken code between brothers. Dad's cell phone.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah. Sabotage. Blah, blah, blah. Government. Blah, blah, blah. Cover up. blah, 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 trust no one. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, really? You didn't think that was going to get fucking... Really? And then he takes it to Zazie Beetz, who has a computer program that can pull out those fucking words.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's start with the creation of it. Did Gerard Butler have to sit down and be like, okay, so here's Dad's phone number. Now I've got to write a speech that A, sounds like a story, and B, has these words with these exact into wherever.
And I need to work in sabotage, government.
Yeah, I got to work in these keys. Like, this is... He's spending like a day on this. He's going to the commander. Okay, how does this sound? Dad used to take us fishing. Dad used to take us fishing and not sabotage us at all by government, spy and whatever. No. Hang on. I need more words in between. Hang on.
Imagine if.
And what if he was?
Imagine his first one was like, yeah, there is totally no sabotage going on up here, and certainly the government has us going something good. And he's like, no, I don't think that's going to work. Okay, we have to be a little bit more sly. Okay, good. Okay. Like,
to set all, yeah, like it would take a while to, like, if we did this as a challenge, I'd need a week.
Well, okay, let's say that he's really good at it.
I'm not designing a space station weather satellite, smarts. So, giving him at least 2 hours?
2 hours alone in a room somewhere.
Alone with a pen and paper and a calculator or something like that, and he's trying to come up with this. And then, then Zazie Beetz has the program. Literally, she's using this program for something else. Oh well, hang on, and she has the exact program that can do this. Why?
They can pull it out.
She has to just type the numbers in 613, or whatever, 555. Like, what? How?
Like, really? No one notices this? Like, no one else is going to get this? Like,
this would be the most useless app on your phone.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Fine. Moving on. Because we got to move on.
And then she chirps him for it. Sorry, who came up with this? A 12-year-old? He's like, I was 13. Fuck you! This is intricate.
Yeah. By the way, my name's on your paycheck, bitch.
Yeah. Well, it was.
It was.
Hey, if you don't think I won't fire you, I fired my own fucking brother, okay? So you're nothing. You are nothing.
So now we get the attack on Brazil. Brazil's the next city, and so it starts freezing. So
from the ocean in.
Because of course. One thing I noticed, a lot of white people on the beach of Brazil.
Hey, if I could go hang out in Rio,
what? I'm not saying that there's not a lot of. I'm not saying there's not white people in Brazil on the beach, but I'm pretty sure there's probably more Brazilians on the beach in Brazil.
True. Unless maybe it was a sandals resort that they were attacking.
Sure. Okay. People are outrunning the weather.
Oh yeah, one lady in a bikini just in her sandals.
Yes. Okay.
Speaking of sandals resort, she's in her sandals.
So up in space, they decide, well, okay, this one pod is causing this destruction, so let's send out a replacement without calling that first one back, because then that'll destroy it.
That's later.
No. That's what this is, because it saves. It stops the thing, right?
Oh right. So yeah, we have a bunch of them that are set off. It's Rio and Orlando.
Yeah. Well, sort of.
We're starting.
Yeah, we're starting now with the quicker ones.
Yeah.
So, but they do that. They send it out and they stop it and they go, "Yay!" and cut back down to the earth. And
she reaches a wall.
She reaches a wall, and you've saved one hot Brazilian chick. Congratulations. Yeah. The rest of Rio is fucking freezing cold, and they're all dead. You saved one hot chick. Good for you.
Yeah. All those white Brazilians are dead.
Yeah. Yeah. No Carnival this year, folks. Sorry, everyone in Rio is dead.
How's the Jesus statue? It's still there. It's still
there, probably.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
But a whole plane comes down.
Because
a passenger line, that's hundreds of people right there.
Yeah, but why?
Just falls out of the sky because I guess it went through the cold.
Went through the cold and froze, I guess.
Yeah, that's a real problem.
Okay.
especially if it's a flash freeze and you're not expecting
guess.
it, right? And he just poof, like she actually manages to be just outside the blast radius of
the weather,
of a plane, a passenger plane that lands in the same alley she's running down, and she doesn't get hit. She gets a little bit of snow, like ooh, like on her, like ooh, on my shoulder, you know, like.
Yeah, she's like
this is insane.
She's like that guy in the opening of The Core that the space shuttle stops and he's wearing his headphones and he can't hear it.
Yeah, that's right.
And it just stops him inches before it kills him.
I mean, we're Canadians, right? We deal with the cold like pretty much half the year.
Sure.
I had no idea we could outrun it.
I've got
to get my cardio.
Yeah.
I got to get my cardio up.
Yeah.
You know, once November hits, I got to get running.
I'm going to start running. Yeah, I'm going to start outrunning the cold.
Outrun the cold, yeah.
All right. So he go back up and he mentions the self-destruct. The self-destruct sequence has been activated by the virus. And he says, somebody asks him the completely legitimate question, why did you instill a self-destruct sequence into this thing? He says, well, I did it in case it fell to Earth. Why?
It's pretty big.
If it falls to Earth, the atmosphere is going to burn up most of it. And then the rest, the remainder of what comes through is going to be so small it's not going to hurt nobody.
I don't know. It's pretty massive.
It's pretty massive.
Like, this isn't like the current International Space Station. This one's like new and improved.
But later on, we see the self-destruct sequence actually go through, and a lot of it is explosions, right? So all the big chunks are going to explode. So when it goes through the atmosphere, it's just going to be small chunks, and those are probably going to burn up.
Well, but that's because he put in the. I mean, I'm guessing under every camera, which there are a lot of them, is some C4. Like between all the cameras and all the explosives needed for this self-destruct sequence on this space.
That's true.
I don't know how this thing's functioning.
No.
Like that door that flew out into space, C4.
Yeah.
It's just a door of C4, and some sort of like she opens the door. There's supplies and C4s in the back. You know what I mean? Like it's just everywhere. Like the floors are made of it or something. I don't know. Like
what do you think's in the supply closet? That's why they had to keep the logs. Explosives. Who took out the latest C4?
Yeah, exactly. Right. So open the door. I'm surprised there wasn't a box that just says TNT on it. You know.
And Bugs Bunny striking a match. Whoops.
He's got the plunger. He can't undo the self-destruct. Wile E. Coyote's in on it.
Oh, my God. So he goes... So this is where we go to the Democratic National Convention?
Yeah, where we get reminded for the 18th time that Ed Harris's character recruited Max. Let's not forget that.
Yes.
We better damn well not... He keeps saying... It's like his only line of dialogue with Max is, I recruited you for... It's like he got the pages stuck.
Yeah.
And when we went to the next scene, it was just the same dialogue. It's like, well, I guess this is what I say.
Just remember, I recruited you, and I'm totally not the villain.
Yeah. Yeah, he says that a couple of times. I'm like...
I recruited you because I trust you, and I'm totally not the villain.
Yeah. I saw something in you. But nothing villainous, obviously.
I saw something new. I saw in you the ability to let me do my villainous things. So let me do my villainous things.
You're a stooge.
So Max says to Ed Harris, he spills the beans, and he says, because he thinks now that the president is in on it, is the one that called for the virus. Right. And so Ed Harris is like, all right, well, come with me, and we'll get the president. We'll have to have a serious talk with him, and blah blah blah. He says, I can convince him. So he ushers him into the room, and then before closing the door behind him, pulls out a gun and reveals himself as the villain, which allows Max to close the door and get away with the speed of Sonic the Hedgehog, apparently.
I guess. Yeah, because Harris doesn't waste any time. He shoots at the lock, kicks the door down.
Yeah.
And he's in pursuit. First of all, Secretary of State is packing?
Yeah.
I thought that's what they had the Secret Service for.
You would think.
Apparently this guy is something tells me that when the NRA in this American needs something, this is the guy.
Yeah, they go to the Secretary of State. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got a gun already. He has one just with him.
It's like, okay, fine. So they eventually kidnapped the president because she's just that good. The girlfriend, the Secret Service girlfriend.
They never have the talk about like we don't know who we can trust. So because she seems to be the commander of all of the Secret Service.
Oh yeah, she's the head of the Secret Service.
She's the agent. Did they establish that?
I don't know, but everyone's following her orders.
Agent in charge. Yeah, there's usually an agent in charge, and it seems like it's her. She's giving out all the orders.
Yeah, she's Gerard Butler from Olympus Has Fallen, or Angel Has Fallen.
That's right. Yeah. I do like what she did, though. She goes out and she's like, gun! And she pulls out her gun and starts and just starts shooting into the air. Yeah, I guess everyone. No one saw that, apparently.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and before this, too, she just walks away from the president's getting on a plane to go to Florida, and she sees her boyfriend sneaking off to the side, so she just leaves the president open.
She leaves her post.
Walks away. And apparently that doesn't arouse any suspicion whatsoever. Like, what does she say? Hey Johnson, cover my post. I gotta go behind that truck and take a whiz. Like, I gotta go torque a wicked cable. You know, like, fuck. Like,
I was gonna say, I gotta go make out with my boyfriend. You know,
like, what?
He might be asking me to prom today, so I gotta.
Okay, just fucking leave the president right there.
She near the beginning of the movie, she gave him shit for being like, I can't fraternize when I'm on duty when I'm at my post. She just gave him shit for that like not an hour ago, and then, and now she's like, fuck it, like
fuck the president.
Her arc is just her being a bad employee, like
all right.
And so why she doesn't have like this. I wanted a more goon-on-goon fight with... If you're going to set this up that there's corruption in the government... First of all, a whole other movie, by the way.
Yes.
But this corruption where the Secretary of State has some of the Secret Service on his side. Why don't we have, like, the good guy Secret Service agents and the bad guy ones? Like a, goon-on-goon.
Yeah.
Like, as they're getting away, maybe there's a second car with some other helper, like guys that are actually loyal to the president. And Cornish there, and you know what I mean, and so we get more of a shootout or something, and you got all the bad guy agents. Like, why not just blow that up?
Yeah, like there's obviously bad guy agents and there's obviously good guy agents, so divide them.
Like there's the one guy. There's the two of them when they're kind of deep in the bowels of the stadium,
taking the president out. Yeah.
She cold cocks the guy. I'm sure was one of the good ones. I think we saw him earlier, and he's like, he seemed like a nice dude. Yeah. She friggin' smacks him in the pistol whips this guy
because he was black, wasn't he?
No, I hope not. No, he was one of the good ones.
Yeah, he was one of the good ones.
And she's got this whole I trust nobody, so I'm going to pistol whip this guy and take off. There's no room in your yellow cab for one more good guy.
Yeah. Another good guy that could handle a gun.
A guy, with another, Another guy that knows what he's doing and listens to what you're saying.
That I don't know can fire back.
He's done everything you've said, and then what is his reward?
Smack.
A pistol to the face. Yeah.
Fucking Jesus. Why?
No, we need less allies.
So then we have another driving away from disaster scene because the Florida DNC is now getting destroyed, which was the plan altogether.
By lightning. Yeah, that's a bit of a fault in the engineering, eh? One lightning strike and the whole thing goes up.
Yeah, the whole arena goes down. The whole Moxley arena. I don't even know where that's true, but
that would suck, man. You're at a game and boom.
So, but at the same time that Florida's getting their natural disaster, Moscow is also getting a natural. And this is where a whole bunch of them start getting natural. But the one I noticed was Moscow because there's a couple outside the Kremlin.
Yep.
Taking a selfie of themselves with the Kremlin in the background, which means they're far ahead of the Kremlin buildings themselves. But the dude gets hit by a snowball in the back of the neck. And what's happening in Moscow is a heat wave. So the snow on top of the Kremlin is melting.
Yeah.
This is despite the fact that it is apparently summer, and so it would be summer in Russia as well, so there wouldn't be snow. But anyway, we're going to ignore that because it's snow in Russia. So the snowball hits the guy in the back of the neck. So did the snowball fling itself off the top of the Kremlin to hit this guy in the back of the neck?
Apparently.
When it should just be melting off the building?
Yeah. Again, this is our Canadian showing. We know how snow melts, and it doesn't fling itself off the roof in springtime.
You don't need to be Canadian to know that.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah, exactly. That's not how water works.
Snow on top of buildings just doesn't become self-aware, ball itself up, and then fling itself off the building. It doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, and they're not standing directly under the roof.
No. Which means the snowball had to have been flung, or arced at least. Whatever.
And so part of this whole weather system involves a Death Star laser.
Yes.
Because there's a giant laser beam that's just slowly going across Moscow.
Why?
Burning the shit out of everything.
Why? What
weather thing do you shoot a laser at? I don't...
What is that used to correct? You know what I mean?
Yeah, is it floods or... What?
I don't know.
Oh no, there's a flood. Well, let's boil the water. What?
was this like unlikely scenario number 642? Lasers start shooting up from the planet, so you need another laser shooting down.
Shoot back. Yeah.
Like, what weather phenomenon is solved by a laser?
I mean, I've seen Twister a couple of times. They don't mention, boy, if we could have just built a giant laser, we could stop these twisters. I don't know.
We gotta go. We got lasers.
And if they had that giant laser, why didn't they just turn it on Afghanistan after it froze?
Yeah.
They can melt all that snow.
Yeah.
Or save Rio.
Or save Rio. Just put a giant laser in front of the cold. There you go.
Yeah, there
Done.
you go. Yeah.
Laser wall.
Maybe a second bikini-clad lady could survive. I don't know.
Could have saved 2 hot chicks.
We could have saved 2, yeah.
Their boyfriends die. That's okay, because we want to be able to think that we can get with them at the end of the movie anyway.
Right. She's tragically single right now, so, you know. She was smart, though. She's this is not going to end well. And she gets up and runs before anybody else does. That is the... Oh, she's got sandals on.
Oh, whatever. Okay, but she runs from the edge of the water at the beach. She's the
through the sand.
She's the closest to the cold when this whole thing starts. She outruns everybody. And ends up far enough away to avoid a plane. Okay.
Sorry, we're back at the destruction of Moscow.
Yeah, so that's it.
By space laser.
By space laser for some reason.
I like lasers, and I think this is a bad idea. Why do you build this into your weather thing? I don't get it.
I don't know.
This is the Star Wars program. This is what Reagan wanted in the 80s, was to have a laser to shoot down missiles.
Yeah.
Is that what this is? Is it like while we're up there, we're going to implement Reagan's Star Wars program? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Well, we can control the weather. Fuck it. Let's just build this. We got some spare parts in the back.
They're like,
no, don't.
That G.I. Joe movie was really cool. We're going to have tungsten rods and giant lasers.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so and then we cut back to the Secretary of State is waiting outside city limits in the safe zone.
He managed to get ahead of them.
If he was behind it the entire time, and the entire time was to kill the president in the Democratic National Convention, why was he in the Democratic National Convention? Why was he there?
No, his whole idea is to kill the president everyone else in the line of succession.
Yes.
So the vice president,
the Speaker of the House.
I don't know how it works, but all of them are there.
Well, that's what it goes.
So,
It goes President, Vice President, Speaker of the House. That's all I know. I know the top three.
Then, well, first of all, bad call. Then, if Secretary of State is next, you have all of them in one spot at one time? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, if the president's at the DNC, I'm guessing the vice president is back in Washington.
Yeah. Typically, they don't tend to speak on the same day, although sometimes they do.
But they're not. The idea is not to have them in the same place.
Yeah.
Like they never like carpool in Air Force One together in case something happens.
No, that's why there's an Air Force 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a little prop plane.
But Joe Biden's hoping for the upgrade this fall.
Yeah, this fall, yeah.
So they go back.
But you're right. What that?
Yeah, I know. What's he doing? But
it's like Grand Moff Tarkin saying, "Hang on, let me fly down to Alderaan real quick, then you can fly." What?
Yeah. So he's standing on the outskirts of town. I guess the only bridge out of town. That's the one he's going to.
Well,
they said that he tracked the car, the taxi that they were in, and they figured they're going out this particular road. So he knows where they're going, and he beats them. He beats them there. This
is the Roadrunner showing up in front of Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Wile E. Coyote turns around and he shows up in front of him again. Like this.
So
this only happens to the Flash.
I love this. They pull over. They're like, okay, well, the car's coming behind us, so let's go into my trunk and pull out the rocket launcher I always carry with me. and hey, minion, point this at the President of the United States. And on my mark, and he literally says, now when you blow him up, I will be ready to take the oath and become the President of the United States.
That's right.
Who are you narrating that to? Because chances are, if the flunky you have with you is willing to point a rocket launcher at the President of the United States, chances are he knows your plan.
Yep, he knows what's going on.
I'm just guessing he's already in. You know what I mean? But okay, so they set off the rocket launcher, they blow up the taxi, and then all of a sudden, Secret Service chick shows up behind Ed Harris, has shot rocket launcher guy, holds him hostage, and the president steps out from off camera, out of screen, out of nowhere.
There's there's no trees or any other cover. Like he didn't come from around a building or nothing.
Nope.
He apparated there.
And so Ed Harris says, how? Which is a completely legitimate question. And the president says, because I'm the president of the United States of America. Which completely does not answer the question.
Yeah.
Okay, does just being the president give you fucking teleportation powers?
Apparently it does, because that's how they got there.
Are you an X-Man?
He takes off the mask, it's Nightcrawler under there?
How did you do that? I understand it's a disaster movie and there's a lot of pills that you're going to have to swallow. I've seen a lot of Roland Emmerich's movies, actually, most of them. But how did he do that? Did he send off? Did he somehow get, okay, so he put the tracker on another taxi and drove up ahead and then waited for Ed Harris to come up behind and then somehow remotely drove the second taxi?
They said it's a self-driving taxi.
Okay.
So, because it's the future, we have those.
Okay, so did they get out of the taxi?
Yes.
Go to the right and then run up the side?
Apparently.
And then send the taxi out?
And then hide somewhere.
Outrun the taxi, by the way. Outrun the taxi.
She almost caught a mid-sized sedan, so I believe she could do it.
Fuck! How did you do that? I want to get the DVD Blu-ray just to get the alternate scene where that question gets answered. That's the only thing I want.
So what I like is they take the time to they've got to have the standoff now with the president and the Secretary of State. Why did you do it? And all this stuff. Meanwhile, if I'm not mistaken, a giant laser is still making its way through Moscow.
Oh yes, and there's now a time to Geostorm countdown.
There's a sorry. No, they knocked that out, don't they?
No.
They knock out the don't they? Well, they start sending. Oh no, that's right. That plan they couldn't go through with that because they were sending the new satellites but not recalling the old ones.
Yeah.
Right, like you were saying, knocking them out.
Well, they started to do that, but then the self-destruction thing kicked in, and that stopped.
Right? Did they? So, is there still a giant laser going through Moscow?
Yes.
Okay.
At this point, yes.
But we have to stop and find out Ed Harris's motivation.
Yes.
Well, there goes another 100 people. There goes another 1,000 people. Oh, keep talking, Ed Harris. We're gonna.
Because initially it was 90 minutes. Because he says we have 90 minutes to get you out of here, and he says that to the president. Yeah. So that's before when he gets the president. He's like, we got 90 minutes before Geostorm. And then finally, after he goes through and he punches Ed Harris and he does the whole speech and whatever, they get back into the presidential control room where he can put in the kill codes, and it says 10 minutes to Geostorm. So they wasted like an hour and 20 minutes.
80 minutes, yeah.
So, all right. But meanwhile, cut to Dubai, and they're on the beach, and this huge tidal wave is coming up, and the big tidal wave is going to destroy Dubai. And I'm like, man, there's a lot of white people on the beach in Dubai. It's almost like this was shot in Rio.
Everybody's vacationing right now.
And then, and I want to put this off because during the whole ending big climactic scene, they keep cutting back to this Dubai boardroom in a high room of this very tall tower in Dubai, where all these rich assholes are in trouble. And I'm like, yes. Oh no, save the rich assholes.
And from on high...
Oh, no. Yeah.
From on high, we're looking down at the common folk that are getting completely engulfed in water.
The millions getting killed instantly.
Millions, yeah.
Instantly. But, hey, the rich boardroom assholes, they're still alive. Thank God.
Thank goodness for big oil.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Power to you. So they get...
And we keep intercutting, too. This whole time, we keep intercutting to Jake's daughter and ex-wife.
Yes,
are in Atlanta and they're fine. No, there's no geostorming there.
Yeah, because
and they're watching TV, and we keep cutting back on their TV to that one camera guy that's outside the space station.
That's where I have the note. Yeah.
That doesn't seem to have an explosive on it, so it's not destroyed.
Yep.
But it's watching the space station.
And he must be zoomed in from far enough away because he's not concerned about any debris coming out and hitting him.
Nothing. He's fine. Yeah.
But whatever.
He's been doing this for 20 years. Don't worry about it.
I got this. Okay, so, all right. Here's my major problem with this movie. And I know we've talked about a lot of them. Okay? And I know this is running long, but I have to get this out. Okay, so, of course they stop Dutch Boy from going to Geostorm with 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
Okay. It was explained earlier in the movie that a geostorm is caused by a whole bunch of storms basically causing each other and then grouping together and becoming one big geostorm.
Like a domino effect.
Yes. Shutting down the Dutch Boy seconds before a geostorm, A, doesn't stop the storms that are already happening. instantly.
Or shouldn't.
But it won't. And B, won't stop the storms from starting the Geostorm. It's too late.
Yeah.
If you're 3 seconds from Geostorm, you have Geostorm.
Yes.
Logic dictates this.
Yeah. Weather's not that precise.
Weather does not just stop. I know sometimes it feels like that, but
yeah,
it doesn't go from 185 degrees Fahrenheit to 85 instantly. That doesn't happen. Much like the problem we had earlier in Afghanistan, where it was still ice.
Yeah.
Okay, if the ice is still there after everything happened, then Geostorm still happens.
Yeah. Or at the very least, once they reset the system, we absolutely needed a scene where Dutch Boy was doing what it was designed to do
and corrects it
and starts shooting lasers at it or whatever the fuck it's going to do to de-Geostorm.
Yes.
But we don't get that.
We don't get that.
Just, thank God we reset the system. Well, let's go home. Wait, what?
Yes,
no.
that's it.
That thing has a lot of work to do.
Like, what? What? At this point, I'm pulling what little hair I have on my head out. I'm like, oh my God, it's the core it's the core mixed with 2012, mixed with Day After Tomorrow.
That's right.
Mixed with every single Dante's Peak, and fucking every single disaster movie you've ever seen.
A little bit of Armageddon in there.
A little bit of Armageddon, with the exception of Butler doesn't die. Because he makes the big thing, I have to stay up here in order to... And then why did she stay there?
Because she's woman and she likes man? I guess?
What? I live here. What? You and the president have questions to be answered.
You don't live here anymore because here is blowing up.
Yes, thank you. Oh my God. And then the ISS blows up. Doesn't that mean that they can't control Dutch Boy now?
But they transferred control to NASA. Why wouldn't you have done that years ago?
If that's possible, why are you sending people into space to do it?
Yeah. We get... Lawson has this whole thing. Their families, and they've given up their families and whatever, risked their lives to do this. I'm like, click? No. Now, great, they're out of a job. You know what they can go work? They can go do their clickety-clack on the ground with NASA.
Yeah. Where it doesn't cost us billions of dollars to pump oxygen into the space station.
Or millions in fuel just to get one dude up there.
One dude, yes, thank you.
And the big speech, I mean, there's a whole other...
Oh my God, this movie.
Like, they're flying through space debris, not getting hit once. Yeah, sure, that's fine. See Gravity for details on how that should have gone.
Yeah.
I guess originally he was going to die, but then they didn't test well, so they reshot it. Yeah,
really, it didn't test well. Shocker!
Imagine that. Yeah. First of all, NASA's like, "Yay, we saved those two people." Meanwhile, over in Dubai, no one's clapping.
No one's clapping.
Same with Rio, except for that one girl. She's clapping.
Yeah, she's happy.
But we have the voiceover from the little girl again. Talking about that. Well, now it's being run by NASA. So it's ours, all of ours. I don't think there's like an Irish, detachment of NASA.
Yeah.
We don't have one here in Canada, do we?
There's not one guy in the back going, I don't think we should be doing that.
No, I'm just saying, it's not really international if it's at NASA.
Yeah.
It's not all of ours. It's still America's.
Yeah. The first word of NASA is national.
Yeah. So, Yeah, unless they're going to Apple it and go INASA,
Yeah, IASA, yeah.
INASA, international.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I also liked the last message before the station blows up because the communications conference room, that's fine.
Yeah.
And again, one of my favorite tropes that happened too is that the space station's blowing up, that the countdown clock's still good. Like that. I always love that. In the count, like no matter what's the chaos and explosions and everything going around, the countdown clock still stays fine. Like, why don't you just build the whole station out of countdown clock? Because that seems to be the only thing that survives. Yeah. It's like the black box in an airplane. Just build the whole thing out of black box. Yeah. It survives. You know? Yeah. So the countdown clock and the communications room are fine, even though the whole station's going to hell. And Max, oh, you're a good man, Jake. What? You were lying to his brother on his deathbed because everything you've said to this movie tells me that you think he's a piece of shit. Yeah. So you've yelled at him like 3 or 4 times now. Fuck off with this. Oh, well, I guess he's going to be dead in a minute, so I might as well call him a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like, what happens when he gets to the ground? He's like, oh, shit, now I got to back this up. Fuck! I don't like him.
No, they're going to go fishing.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
You could tell, if I were to save my notes forevermore, you could tell at what point I gave up. Because my last note is, what? The space shuttle has an arm and it can pull the... Oh, come on! Like, my rage interrupted my writing.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, come on. His arm comes out, grabs the thing, brings it into the space shuttle, which apparently has its own fucking chamber where it can airlock, and where it's big enough to bring in the thing that the Butler and the girl was riding in.
Yeah, it's one of the satellite pods.
And it has enough room also with that, where it has the room that can be shut off and is airlocked. And it has enough room for all the people it was saving from the International Space Station.
Yep.
Bullshit asshole. Why didn't you just send up 3 or 4 of the ones you have fucking ready to go on Earth? Out of your farm?
well, because they would have had to send 2 up because there's 2 people in that pod, right? So 1 shuttle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we need 4 pilots. There's a whole math thing.
You get 2 spaceships, each with an arm, and they grab onto the thing and they just fly it back.
Yeah. Did you see? I don't know if you caught this, but so there's the big reunion scene. They land and they get out of the shuttle, and the shuttle lands like it's now a taxi, because that's all it is. Yeah. Like, it's the future now. We don't need to have them crash land in the water or whatever.
Well, these shuttles will actually land like a plane. Actually, that does.
Yeah,
happen.
Yeah. They just land like a plane, and yeah. So they get out and they have their reunion, and Jake hugs Max. And then they pull away, and the look on Butler's face, I didn't notice it the first time I saw it, but it's just like, hey, so are we done the movie now? Like, is that a cut? Like, is that a wrap maybe? Like, he's just... it's not the joy of thank God I'm alive. It's like, are we done this movie now?
I didn't hear a cut. Did I hear a cut?
Yeah. So are we on cut? Or it's like he's got the... Oh, my God.
And that's it for this. So, a couple of things. This is the featured directorial debut of Dean Devlin, who co-wrote Independence Day, and Independence Day Resurgence, and a lot of disaster movies, and has worked with Roland Emmerich on a lot of disaster movies.
Oh, you can tell that's here.
Yeah. They even had like that dog in India that ran away.
Oh, yeah.
And it's safe at the end, a la Independence Day.
That's right.
And then I have this. So this was the film's release schedule mess. Okay. Originally, release date was March 25th, 2016. In August of 2014, Warner Brothers canceled that and replaced it with Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. On December 11th, 2014, the studio shifted Mowgli: Legend of the Jungle to 2018. and gave its film release date of October 21st, 2016 to Geostorm. In September of 2015, it was pushed back to January 13th, 2017.
Yeah.
And later it was rescheduled once more to October 20th, 2017 when it officially came out.
Right.
What can we learn from this, Mark?
I don't know.
New Mutants is going to be great. Because if there's one thing I've learned, you keep pushing back a movie, it ends up being gold. So, as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story. Mark, what do you got?
All I can find is it's a blatant message. Stay the fuck out of space.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, yo.
Yeah, it's dangerous, yo. That's Mark. Space is dangerous, yo. Squirrel, please. I have two. I have it, or is it Canadian weather in the fall and spring? Because you never know what you're going to get in it's fall and spring.
This latest one, we've almost got our Geostorm.
Yeah, exactly. Or is it accents in space? So,
or is it two brothers that run a space station and have girlfriends and daughters? Sorry, it's a Rick and Morty thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's gonna about do it for Geostorm. I'm Derek.
I'm Mark Nassett.
Join us next time. We'll take a look at the Muppet porno parody featuring the lovable characters from Muppet Labs. Beaker and Bunsen Honeydew star in Meat Throat.